Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, Zombie Army 4. Now, for disclaimer, I am going to say certain words so this video don't get demonetized because YouTube really don't like that type of stuff. So I'm not going to call zombies blank zombie. I'm just going to call them zombies. And I'm not going to mention a lot about the story because that story is also controversial. So let's get to it. I'm going to be revealing, before we get into revealing, I feel like it would be a good time to tell you the story. Now, I'm not going to get into too much topic of it, but I'm just going to tell you the main part of it. It basically started with the allies that are about to finish off the enemy, but the enemy eventually decide to turn their entire army into zombies, where a special force of elite decide to fight back and eventually kill the leader, well, or just banish him. But the zombies still remain, and there are millions of them. So the world are still fighting back to take back Europe and the world. And that elite force is you. Now, since we got to the bit of the main portion of the story, now let's talk about the game itself. It is quite gory at times, where you can literally just be heading shot a zombie and you can see an x-ray of their eyeball just going gone missing or their head just exploding or just completely stomping on them just to grab ammo. The gameplay is very fun. I found many ways you can just kill a zombie with rifle, machine guns, flamethrowers, and much more, which is quite a lot of stuff we can use in this game. Alright, that might be a lie, but still, I feel like you can use a lot of stuff. Especially with all the perks and upgrades you can use for your guns. The perks I don't really care much, but if you I give you an example. If I get down, but I can kill a zombie to get back up, but once I get down, I can not use that perk again. That simple. But the game is very meant to be an arcade game, not like a general game itself, but more of an arcade game. And not saying it bad, but it's still a very good game. I also found that each chapter you just go fight a new enemy types every time. So you're always guessing in every new chapter of what type of enemy you're going to fight against. Now let's talk about the enemy types. We got the bombers, the armor ones, and way much more that I would like to get to, but I don't feel like it. But sometime I realized that some enemies kind of just reskin into basically the same purpose, but just a little different. Like for example, Officer would spawn zombies, but then you have the one that a bit fatter and just spawn suicides on you. But not still, because you still have many other enemies you gotta deal with. And sometimes when you meet that certain enemy, you're completely scared. But there's time, you will have to fight enemies where you have to do a certain weak point. Maybe you can shoot them in a helmet many times and it will break, exposing their head, which is weak point, where you can do a fatal blow to them. Or maybe shoot them down to wear them down so you can do a fatal blow to them. And by the way, if you're wondering if the Sniper Elite developers still added in the X-ray, yes, they still do. And it's still amazing. I do find my time just getting a little. However, even though with all this stuff, I do find myself being a little bit bored over time doing because just being repetitive over time. Since since you're just killing the same as looking zombie over and over and over again, we can imagine can get quite a bit boring. The game is very fun with friends. So if you plan on getting this game, make sure you have a buddy with you to get the game as well. Trust me, you will not regret it if you get a friend to play with you. That said, I still the game is basically done. There are a lot of content that is locked behind a paywall, but if you feel like wanting to play more of the game and learn a little bit more story, be my guest. But there is still a lot more to do in horde mode and campaign. And that say, I think that bit as for this video, I don't really have a lot to say about this game. The game is just really fun and very gory. But I think that should do this video. I most likely missed some stuff that I did not add in this video, but they either not too interested or just not important. But still, the game is very fun, and I highly recommend getting this game if you are a huge zombie fan and would like to play co-op games. So until then, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and this hopefully made up your mind if you want to get the game or not. Until then, see you next time.